All right, so if you've made it this far, you've managed to find your way to Classroom and to open up the assignment that was assigned for today. So let's just make sure that suffice to say you did this because you went to your classes, you opened up your class, and you saw on the stream that there is a video labeled, or there is an assignment labeled Numeracy Introduction. And when you open that and you went to the instructions, it said go to the slide labeled Numeracy Introduction on the Google slide presentation linked below and complete all required instructions. So where we are right now, suffice to say, is that you found that slideshow. You notice there's numerous slides, but the one that we're focusing on is the one as instructed, Numeracy Introduction, and we're just following through with what we're being asked to do. We're being asked, first of all, to watch the video. So clearly, you got me. After you're done with that, you're going to review the outline. And you notice there's an icon here with a direct link to the outline. And then you're going to complete and submit this attached Google form for which there's a link also. So I just want you to understand what you are essentially accomplishing here, okay? On a daily basis, well, not daily, but on a regular basis, this is what your homework is going to look like. You're going to go to Classroom, you're going to find the posted assignment. That assignment is usually going to lead you to a slideshow that is relevant to the unit that we're working on. So that slideshow in this case is on numeracy, and you'll be instructed to only go to the slide relevant to that day's lesson. So in this case, you're going to the slide labeled Numeracy Introduction, and you're just following through with what is detailed there. Okay, so the important thing for you to understand, as is typically going to be the case, not always, but is typically going to be the case where you're assigned a video, that will be your quote unquote homework. Um, I anticipate that students are going to want to kind of cut some corners, okay? And that's why there will usually be kind of an assessment piece that goes with it, just to make sure you're watching those videos for comprehension and for understanding, okay? Just like when you read a book in English, you need to understand and comprehend what's going on with the plot of a story, or in science, if you're reading a chapter in the textbook, you need to understand what is being discussed in the in that particular chapter, that particular lesson. The same thing holds true for watching videos. Videos, I know you're used to with YouTube, it's quick gratification. You're watching a video for pure entertainment value. Well, there's going to be no tap dancing monkeys on these videos, okay? These videos are intended to act as the lesson in place of me being a talking head in the classroom, okay? So when you're not watching the video, it's the equivalent of you skipping class because you're missing all of the instructions. So to hold you accountable for watching the video, I'm going to typically have you completing some sort of assessment. In this case, it's a Google form. In some cases, it could be a link to a quizzes assignment. In some cases, it could be an assignment that asks you to practice a process tied to a program called Delta Math. Okay, but in some way, I'm going to be expecting you to watch a video for understanding and comprehension, and doing some sort of homework that ties directly into confirming that you understand the content of the video that you're watching. Okay, so um, that is what a typical day in the life of math is going to look like. You go to Classroom, you'll open up the posted assignment, and you can do that through the stream. So let me go back. You can do it through the stream or through classwork. Okay, usually the stream is going to be the most relevant because the most recent assignment is going to be at the top. You're going to open that up, make sure you're at instructions, and you're going to carefully read what you're asked to do. So again, we already know that you were instructed to go to the slideshow, open up the specific slide, Numeracy Introduction, And now, since we're wrapping up the video piece of that assignment, you will go to the link that shows the outline for the unit. This is kind of like going to the glossary, or not the glossary, but like the table of contents in a textbook, okay? So if we open that right now, you will see this is everything we're going to talk about in this unit, okay? So all you have to do is take a quick look through, get a sense of what it is that we're going to be responsible for by the time we take any quizzes or tests. And then you're going to go to this Google form. Okay, now this Google form is going to ask you to kind of tell in your own words what you know about certain vocabulary that is mentioned back here. Oops, let's try that again. Back in the outline, okay? So I think you're going to find a question that asks you to explain what you know about what a factor is, or put in your own words what you know about perfect squares, okay? So I think there's only about 5 questions, so answer those questions, submit, and then we will come back and we will be able to use our class time not for receiving direct instruction, but now for exploring more, okay? So there's going to be much more opportunity for more investigation, more hands-on learning, more group work, more individual work. Okay, so that's where we are going. So do what's left to do, read through the outline, do the Google form, and we'll come back to class tomorrow and do it all over again.